Saffron hello
Hello สวัสดีครับ
nice to meet you
In our society people judge by the looks and the name SVRN who's that Sovereign who's that พอชื่อศิวกรที่เป็นนักแสดงมาก่อนพอชื่อศิวกรที่นักแสดงคนนี้นี่หว่าไม่อยากฟัง I would not rap I would not make a fast song at that time I don't know what I'm doing I don't know what art this is I don't know what like am I just singing am I just performing I will have a lot of confidence when I go to the stage because you know
because you need that right
because I love being on the stage we talk about hope a lot I think something clicked and then it's like it's like overdosing a drug if you do not know the risk the dangers of over hoping you will not know how to manage your hope I started with nothing I got no talents at all and then everything came from my hard work and stuff that's why I need to control my own self I need to have a completely control I need to be king of myself
and it ended up like beautifully as the name Saffron Saffron
yes sir
hello
สวัสดีครับ
nice to meet you
nice to meet you
of course we know you're Porsche Sivakorn but now you're reborn and you start using your new stage name as Saffron
yep
right so it's a great name I like it I like the way it sounds
thank you very much
and of course I'm sure that there's a interesting story behind the name too right yeah can you tell us about that
there's many reasons but like if from the general perspective I'm going as a solo artist and I'm working with Warner International so like I need to like trademark my name so I need to find some new stuff because my old name my old stage name is XX which cannot be trademarked and my nickname Thai nickname Porsche cannot be trademarked anyway because Porsche is the last name of Ferdinand Porsche he's the owner of Porsche car so I cannot trademark that
right
so I need to find some new stuff and it's really the good timing of like finding my own self finding what I like I stay with myself a lot so it's the timing of like I should find something that came from myself so I use the letter from my real name Sivakorn I should just dissect it I choose the letter so maybe S maybe combined with K or something like that but then lastly it's SVRN and then I'm trying to find the word for the name so it's end up with sovereign
all right
and the meaning behind it is so the word is powerful right it's like
independence like authority
king like that
yeah
so I want people to feel like that when they read it because like strong branding and stuff but I actually use it as a reminder it's like a hidden meaning behind it is so when I started to grow up in this path in my life I'm starting to get more of the uncontrollable situations and there's a lot of like random stuff random ผู้ใหญ่ stuff going on with my life and then I need to deal with it so there's I don't know the word in English for sati it's
like mindfulness
I don't even know that consciousness like so I grow up a lot I need to have more of that stuff that's why I need to control my own self I need to have a completely control I need to be king of myself
wow
that's why I choose this name to like represent myself both people reading it will find it more powerful and I have the meaning like the grand meaning behind my own to remind myself of how like I have to have the state and I have to control my own self no matter what happens
quite a journey like only for in order to like search for a name that would suit your journey and that would suit your like path from this point onward and well just working with yourself working with your name starting with your own self and what you need in the future I think that's a great start
thank you very much
and it ended up like beautifully as the name sovereign. So
Thank you,
yeah,
man.
it's like you once said, right? It's not just the meaning, but the direction.
Yeah, it's the
you
direction.
choose to go on
True.
from now on. Okay, I really enjoy your English.
Oh, thank you very much.
Yeah, we know that you can speak English, but
Thank
this
you
is
very
the
much.
first time that we met. So this is the first conversation in English that we
Yeah,
have.
yeah.
So how do you get this good at speaking English?
No, I'm not good. I'm
You
not
are.
consider I'm good.
Okay.
Thank you very much. So like the journey, I started in the international school, right? But then as a Thai kid, we are shy. We cannot speak because if we speak English in our school, our friends would tease us.
Yeah.
We would be all the same, like,
Right,
oh,
right.
ภาษาอังกฤษ oh, กระแดะว่ะ like that.
Right.
So
Yeah.
So it's like I got some foundation from that, but then I think because I stuck with a lot of like games, music, movies, watching videos, and
Like
kinda
all great materials
Yeah.
for like learning English,
yeah.
right?
So,
Yeah.
like,
And
pick
where
up-
did you go to school?
RAIS.
Okay.
It's Ram Kamhang Advent International School.
Okay. And for the bachelor's degree?
Thammasat. It's IAC. It's international. It's in Thai. It's called วิเทศคดีศึกษาอาเซียนจีน
วิเทศคดีศึกษา That's
Yes.
very interesting.
It's
So,
liberal arts.
okay. ศิลปศาสตร์
ใช่ศิลปศาสตร์ครับ
Okay. So you're studying like English and also Chinese, right?
So the faculty teaches about like the diplomacy, like international conflicts, about ASEAN and stuff, and then they will choose the egg if I want to go to like China or Spain or like other place where, and I chose Spain.
Okay. So you also speak Spanish?
A little bit. Un poco
Okay.
español.
Can you show us? You speak, say something in Spanish for us.
Studying Spanish.
Yeah.
Hablo un poco español, pero no, I can't remember any word anymore. Fantástico.
Fantastico. Okay. I can guess what that means, right?
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Fantastic.
Fantastico. Okay.
There's a lot of slang, but like I cannot say it to the camera because
Would not be appropriate?
it's appropriate in Spain, but like not in Mexico and stuff.
Oh, okay.
Like different. It's like very cultural stuff, but like it uses bad word.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, so let's do one word or more. We'll get to know you
Sure.
more from your own word, all right?
Sure.
Okay, give us one English word you say all the time.
Can it be bad word?
Yeah, sure.
I
We
say
love it.
shit all the time. Shit.
Yeah. To express your frustration or just something that you randomly say.
Good stuff, bad stuff, amazing stuff,
Yeah.
worst stuff. I use shit all the time.
It could be good shit and bad shit, right?
Yeah, it's like shit. It's a cool glass. Like, shit, I'm speaking in English with you.
Yeah, right. Okay, so the way to express
expression.
your emotion, right? Good. One English word or phrase or slang you've just learned recently.
I cannot find a new word for it. There's like so many new words
Yeah.
coming all the time. There's a word, but like it's not I learned recently, but it's stuck in my head.
Okay.
6-7.
That's a problematic one.
Yeah.
Yeah,
no
it's a confusing
meaning.
one, right?
There's no meaning behind it though.
No.
Just
Yeah.
6-7.
And with the gesture
Yeah,
going with it, right?
yeah.
Yeah. Do you get to use it too?
Just for like for fun
Yeah.
and for memes for like friends and stuff. But,
Right,
like,
right. Uh-huh.
there's no meaning behind it. So
No,
I don't know where to
no.
use it.
I don't know either. All right. Yeah, 6-7, that confuses me a whole lot too. All right. So, what is one childhood dream that you're secretly grateful that it didn't come true?
Oh, good
So,
question.
are you that kind of kid that has like lots of dreams, or you had
That-
like one clear one?
There's only one thing I wanted it to be true though.
Okay.
Which is I want to be, I want to walk on the moon with NASA.
Really?
Yeah.
For real? Like
For real.
Astronaut.
For real, yeah, astronaut.
Okay.
Full on astronaut.
All right. Because we hear all the time, like boys wanted to grow up to become an astronaut, but you really want that
I
to
really want it.
become true.
Yeah.
Okay. How about the dream of becoming an artist, like a singer, songwriter?
It actually came after become an artist. So if I may like to talk about my past, I was in Kamikaze before, and then at that time, I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what artist is. I don't know what like. Am I just singing? Am I just performing? Am I just dancing? But like the word artist just became more clear when I joined 9x9. It's like, oh, artist is the person who express his or her art or their art through one mean. So like for the artist like me, I choose to perform it, to like make it to the song. That's my mean of like expressing art. So it's like my dream of becoming an artist is becoming more and more vivid until now it's like so clear.
Yeah. So it wasn't like you were watching some people dancing and singing on TV and you said to yourself, I want to become that person.
Nah.
But it's like as you grew up and then you found out more about creating art, so you want to be an artist in that sense.
Yes.
Okay, I see. So you
Strange.
want people to appreciate your art that you create.
Yeah.
Ah, wow. Really nice. Okay.
Thank you.
How about this one?
Yep.
What is one thing a 7-year-old Porsche or Porsche and a 20-year-old Sovereign have in common? Like even though 20 years have passed, these things have never changed.
We got the same childhood.
Same childhood?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because we're the same person.
Right.
But the thing in common is, I wish I still have it now. I think I have great friends, great people around me. I got good vibe from all around.
Wow. That's good. That's a great thing to have.
Yeah.
Right? Like always surrounded yourself with great people.
True.
Wow, cool. Okay. And you mentioned that that boy and you still have like the same childhood. So does that boy still live somewhere in you, you think?
I think it's...
Or he's long gone?
It's the experiences that he faces.
Okay.
Because I grew up from him. No way I'm gonna like get him out. I think every guy, they got like their little kid version inside them. We still have a dream. We still have like, something we cannot do when we were a kid. Like, oh, when we were a kid, I want that toy.
Yeah.
When I grow up, I'm gonna buy it because I can. Like because my little kid want that. Something like we wanted.
Right. Yeah. Sometimes we do, like as a grown up, we do something for that little boy that still lives in you, right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. If you were to compare Sovereign to one game or anime character, what would it be?
Oh.
Are you big on like playing games and stuff?
I'm really big on playing games.
Oh, okay. All right.
But like finding game is hard because I play a lot of games.
Okay. Do you have favorites?
Right now, no. I just finished some of it. I'm trying to find more time to play because I'm catching up to like new AAA titles.
I see.
I'm trying to find the character where he started with nothing and then started to gain a lot of like experiences through his journey, but not like too overpowered skill come in. No.
Yeah.
Because me, I started with nothing. I got no talents at all, and then everything came from my hard work and stuff.
Ah, okay.
So kind of like personality-wise, journey-wise, I think Deku from My Hero Academia. But he got one for all from All Might though.
Yeah.
Kind of cheating.
Yeah.
Lemillion. He got his power, but like he believes it was a useless one. But then he'd work it hard to make it so overpowered. And like he gotta get great vibes. So like, I think I can relate to that.
Yeah. And we all love like the underdog stories, right? Yeah, starting from nothing and then everything you get in life, it's through your hard work.
Yeah. And then for that character, it's like everybody view him as so good, so overpowered. So like, he started with a good power and like stuff. But then if you dig down and listen to his story, he doesn't came like out of flower. He came like.
Right. Wow.
It's his hard work and stuff.
That's nice. Actually, that's a nice path to have too.
Yep.
Yeah, to become someone great in life. Okay, how about this one? What is one non-negotiable rule you have when you're working? So something you will not compromise on or give up on.
My art.
Your art.
My art.
What do you mean by that?
I mean, like, what I'm trying to express, what I'm trying to, like, make it clear, or, like, what I'm trying to make people feel.
Okay.
I would try my best to not compromise it. But, like, you know, we're in the industry, we need to, like, respect many people. So
Yeah.
we need to, like, compromise a little bit more on that
Okay.
stuff, because some of them are expert in their area, which
Okay.
some of them I don't know about. I'm ready to learn new thing all the time, so I wanted to respect them, let them do their stuff, and then I learn from it if it
Wow.
work or not.
Yeah, that's nice and great because even though you want to insist on being yourself, you kind of humble enough to accept that there's some other areas that other people are better than me, right? Yeah.
There's so many things I need to learn about. So like,
Yeah.
I'm just ready to learn. There's no end to my learning.
Yeah, that's why we're all here. Like
Yep.
we're
True.
here to learn, right?
Yep.
Okay, so if you had to pick one song to describe the current chapter of your life, what would that song be?
I want to answer my own song,
Okay.
but like gonna be too corny.
I mean, that's too obvious,
yeah,
right?
too obvious.
Yeah, because that's all 100% you.
Yeah.
Almost. Yeah.
I think it's still the same song, which I pick for other places too.
Okay.
It's a piece by Chopin. It's called Ballad Number 2.
What's the mood of the song?
It's like we're standing in the middle of the storm, but like we're in the eye of the storm, so we're not affected. But everything is like so
like total chaos.
Total chaos. But still, the song is beautiful.
Yeah.
So I think that's my current situation.
Oh, that's nice. A nice representation of your state of mind. Like even though you're amidst all this like crazy stuff,
Yeah.
you still like strong as a rock.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I'm trying to be strong.
Okay. And is that how you view yourself? Like strong, or at least what you want to be?
No, I'm training myself to be strong.
Okay.
Like physically, it's like we already train it, but like mentally too. Because I realize a lot of when I grow up, there's a lot of like so many stuff going on, so many hopes, so many dreams, so many regrets, so many stuff like trying to break us down. But like, and then I'm just think to myself, if I don't exercise my mind, who's gonna help me?
Yeah.
Because we know ourselves the best.
Right. We need like the mental gym, right?
Yeah, we need a mental gym.
Right. Yeah. So what makes you weak then? Like the weakest.
The weakest.
Your kryptonite.
My kryptonite.
Yeah.
If not the serious stuff, I'm very emotional to like anime about family or love.
That's your soft spot, right?
Yeah, my soft spot. Have you watched Cyberpunk Edge Runner?
No, I have not.
Anybody here watch it?
Cyberpunk, huh?
Good.
Okay.
So like, okay, I'm gonna tell you a story first.
Bye, Yasi.
So Cyberpunk is based on games. It's like video games which Netflix made into an anime series. It just ended like I don't know how many years ago already.
Okay.
But then from today is 17th of June. Last month they collab with a game called Wuthering Wave.
Okay.
I think, and then they get the original writer from the game and then collab. And they made like a sequel to the anime. I cried like a dog.
Really?
My
Okay.
God.
Right.
So sad.
So that's your emotional spot.
Yeah,
Okay.
my
Just
emotional spot.
if you want to find out more about Safran, just go and check out
Yeah.
the anime. So
Cyberpunk
we know
Edge
what
Runner.
makes him cry, right? Okay.
Yes.
All right, let's talk about your new song because we have heard and loved your first single, which
Thank
is
you very
Why,
much.
right?
Thank you very much.
But this second one, it's different. And I've heard it,
Okay.
I've listened to it, and I love it on my first listen.
Oh, thank you very much.
Yeah, because
very appreciated.
Yeah, it's really, really different and unexpected because before I gave it a listen, I have read the lyrics and I kind of know the storyline, what you want to say in the song, but I wouldn't expect it to sound like that, like in the song. So tell us about it. How do you come up with, because you wrote it yourself too,
Yep.
right? Okay.
So this song we got the main producers before, and then I co-produce it, and then I write and compose it. This song actually came from like my own experience of like hoping too much, so it became overhoped.
Yeah.
For the word, yeah.
Right.
So
Do you coin the word yourself?
No,
because it's not like very like widely used.
I think we talked to the team, and then we just like talk about my experiences of like, you know, because in Thai ตอนนั้นเราคุยกันแบบว่าพูดถึงความหวังเยอะ we talk about hope a lot 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 I think something clicked
Yeah.
and then it's like oh it's like overdosing a drug so it overhoped
Right. This is overhoping.
Yeah, overhoping,
Right. So it
overhoping.
became overhoped.
Yeah, and
That's
then
the title of the song.
the lyric is like very metaphoric ton of like comparison stuff but at first I don't want listener to feel like oh this song is so dark so I want to trick them into like disco dancing song
Yeah.
so
I
they can
love that part.
they can vibe with it without knowing the lyrics first.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. And once they kind of stop and really listen to the message in the song, maybe they'll cry.
No I think they can bob with it but
Yeah.
like still oh this song
Right.
is about this
Because it could like easily hit
no.
the spot
Yeah.
in here because a lot of people could relate
Yeah.
to this experience too because
True.
Well of course you want to be hopeful right
Yeah.
but when you kind of get addicted to like hoping and you kind of fool yourself sometimes
Yep.
right you kind of hope for the best that's a very healthy like idioms right like hope
Yeah,
for the
for the
best
best.
right it should be healthy for you
Yeah.
but well on the dark side of this experience it could be very unhealthy too
True.
Yeah.
Very addicting, and then but then very dangerous too.
yeah right because you use overdose on hope this is
Yep.
like at the top of the chorus
Yep.
right and also this line I like fantasy hits harder than the real thing blackout joy then I wake up and it stings
Thank
right?
you.
Because usually we kind of hear people say that reality hits right so
Yeah.
the reality is always more cruel than your fantasy but you said it like you flip it
Yep.
yeah
I play this verse because you know there's a lot of people who talk about like oh I was drunk last night I blacked out it was
Yeah.
so fun but I can't remember anything so I want to like put this in the song and then for me at that moment I think in my head fantasy is more beautiful for me so that's why I put like fantasy hits harder than the real thing because the real thing is so trash right now
Right.
yeah fantasy hits harder than the real thing blackout joy is like when you don't have any state anymore yeah it's like
Yeah.
when you can't remember anything but like you're so fun you have a lot of like happiness but then you wake up you feel regret like what's happening like that
Yeah. Uh-huh. Again, a lot of people can relate
Yeah,
to that.
can relate to that.
Yeah, like share this common experience. And also, I also like this verse. Hate this complication, but I love that I don't play it safe. So even though you're aware that getting addicted to too much hope could harm you, but you would still choose to hope anyway, right?
It can be like it can be talk about many situations
Okay.
we are human we need to make a lot of like path for ourselves we need to choose our own path sometimes we are afraid that we don't want to go out of our comfort zone
Right.
so like it's so complicated for ourselves. Like, should I stay? Should I move? Should I stay? Should I move?
Yeah.
And then sometimes you chose it already. You cannot step back to like 2 minutes before. I cannot talk back to like I cannot change my word 2 minutes or I need to edit it. You know.
Yeah.
So like I hate it. I hate this complication, but I already chose it. So I'm trying to tell myself like, okay, I love it. It's not my safe zone. I don't like to play safe. Like hoping to.
Yeah.
So I can relate to like
Right.
human being.
Yeah. I'm sure people would enjoy the vibe of the song. They would dance along. They would sing along. But the story of the song, like the words you chose to use to describe the feelings, the situation is top notch.
Oh,
in my
thank you very
opinion,
much.
I really love it. So
Thank you
I
very much.
suggest you go and like read the lyrics or really listen and pay attention to the words. So tell me, how did you develop from the word overhoped to like the full story?
Actually, when the word is so clear enough, I can write it more easily than like no word at all. So when I write my song, I actually like to mumble it in like I don't know what it's called, like no language at all.
Okay, like gibberish?
Yeah, gibberish.
Okay.
Gibberish. Sometimes like
Okay.
there's some melody that clicks with a word, and I'm just trying to find a word to fill it in.
Ah, okay.
Like in the pre-chorus part, it's like there's 4 versions of it, I think.
Really?
Yeah, but then
Okay.
this one feels the best for me.
Okay.
So it's like. And I said like, this song feels floaty. It's like fantasy. Oh, and then fantasy, it's harder than the real thing, like that, sometimes like
okay.
that.
Yeah.
And then because I have the word overhaul in mind, I can like, oh, I want to be overhauled by this. I need to explain it here. I need to find a conclusion here.
Right. Okay. Wow. Is that how you usually write all the songs, or this is very special case for this one?
Depends.
Ah, okay.
Some songs I start with the beat first. Some song I start with the lyrics first. But this song it's like parallel
Ah, okay.
beats.
Like
and-
simultaneous.
Yeah, simultaneously.
Okay. All right. So I think that's it could be said that is one definition of creating arts because
Yep.
there's no formula.
Yeah,
right?
there's no formula.
Yeah, yeah. Okay. So
There's-
what would you say is the bottom line message of the song for you?
For me, I think it's not even a song though, but like I think it's a phrase.
Okay.
Sometimes we stick with the future too much. We forgot how present we are right now.
Wow. Sounds very philosophical too.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. Okay.
I think it is.
Let's play another game. So
Sure.
this one is called Game Over because
Over.
all the words would start with the word over.
Okay.
All right. So you guess the word first, and then we go into the question attached to it. All right. So the first one, to think about something too much. Overthink. Of course, that's very obvious. So do you usually think too much or too little?
Too much.
Too much, right?
Always too much. Like I want to think lesser, but like I cannot do it.
No.
I don't know why it is. I think I have like.
Has that become a problem for you? Like thinking too much?
It used to be a problem.
Okay.
Now it's my great quirk. Because like I know how to use it.
That's the thing. Yeah,
Yeah, I know how to
Maybe
use
it's
it.
no right or wrong or no good or bad. You just know where to use it.
know
and
where
how.
to use it. Yep.
Okay.
Sometimes I like think less for some stuff because I know like the outcome. I know like the reason behind it. I don't need to think too much about it because there's no reason for it.
There's no use.
Yeah, but like sometimes like for example for this song, I think like every little second should I do this? Should I do that? You know?
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Okay, the next one is when you get hurt very easily or affected by what other people say or do easily.
Oversensitive.
Oversensitive. Okay.
Oversensitive.
Do you find yourself to be an oversensitive kind?
Depends on what. Depends
Okay.
on what story and depends on who said it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, what would trigger you then?
What will trigger me?
Yeah.
Uh, when someone just do something I don't like, even though they know that I don't like it.
So they're asking for it. Like,
They're asking for it.
Yeah.
In the face. They're asking it
Yeah.
in the face. joking.
Okay.
No
so
violence.
the next one is when you are too worried about someone's safety, and you kind of want to like shield them from harm.
Overprotective?
Overprotective. Very good. Okay. So are you the overprotective kind?
Yes, for the people I know.
Okay. All right. So how would you react, or how would your behaviors like?
I think mostly I just like tell them, warn them first, warn them. But like, if I was close with them a lot, I would just warn them and tell them the reason. But like for the people I just like know a little bit, I don't text them. I will wait till I see them and I just tell them first. Or ask them first, because sometimes we know the story from just one sided. We don't know if it's true or not.
Okay.
We need to listen to them too.
Okay.
So I can warn them, or just like, oh, it's just my imagination. I need to overthink about it.
Okay. So you kind of give them space too, and you're not gonna nag.
Yep.
Okay. Good. All right. The next one is when you're too sure of yourself.
Too sure?
Yeah. Too sure.
Over proud?
Over like you're too like certain of yourself. Too sure of yourself.
Too sure.
I can do this. It's easy.
But can you do it?
Over. I don't know. It depends.
Overconfident.
Overconfident.
Shit, sorry,
Yeah.
easy word.
So, do you think you're more likely to be too confident or not confident enough?
I failed
In
as
general.
a human being. Oh, okay. I'm confident on something I know I can do it.
Okay.
I can do it well too. Like
Right.
I will be sure if I can do it well, so I can be confident.
So, in what thing that you're not confident at all?
Everything.
Everything, like
Everything.
okay, like most things. But for example, like making music, you're confident
Not
in
really.
that, but
Not really.
no.
Because I like to leave a space for me to improve. So I don't
okay.
want to be like confident in anything at all.
Okay.
I will have a lot of confidence when I go to the stage, because
Because you need that, right?
Because I love being on the stage.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So every time you go on stage, you feel like I'm invincible. I'm gonna nail this, and I'm gonna be great today.
I think we have to keep that mindset, but like we need to leave the space for error too.
Okay.
Yeah.
And has that ever happened to you? Like mistakes, like pit cue on stage?
Every time, every show, there needs to be like some problem for me, or like technical problems,
Right.
Mistakes happens all the time.
Yeah.
But like it's how we as an artist turn that mistake into like one of the art in our show.
Ooh, okay. So are you good on turning that into something good?
Trying my best.
Okay. All right.
Trying my best.
All right. So the next one is when you spend too much money. Over?
Overpay.
Overpay or overspend?
Overspend, yeah,
Okay, overspend. Could be overspend. So
Overspent.
what do you think you spend too much money on?
Okay. Gonna be a
You
lot.
look so guilty right now.
I got a lot of bases. I
Yeah.
got watches.
Okay.
I got
ถึงกับกุมขมับ
archery stuff.
Oh, you're into archery
Yes.
these days, right?
Yes.
Okay, how did that happen?
No, I've been shooting for like 2 years already.
Oh, okay.
But like I kept it secret because it's like private life and stuff. I don't want to post it anywhere.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So what started that 2 years ago?
Just me being curious. Curiosity just kicks me in, and it's just
Okay.
I have one dancer. He's like he shoots really well, and he shoots a lot. So like ask him, I want to try it. I want to try archery.
Right.
He took me there. I'm
Yeah.
addicted. I lose
Oh.
money. That's the story.
Is it an expensive sport?
Yes.
You need all the gear, right?
I mean, not really, but I'm just I'm an OCD person. If like
Yeah.
something is expensive, I need to buy it.
Yeah. Uh-huh. And after 2 years, I believe that you're so good at it right now.
No.
No?
No.
Okay.
Archery is like a very human sport. Human, meaning that an error can occur all the time. Sometimes without you knowing where the mistakes happened.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
Because you're working with your muscle fiber and you got like 1,000,000 here. You know, if like you don't pull it to the same anchor point, the arrow fly will be different.
Oh, okay.
If you insert more power here, it'll be different. Too less, different. Everything is different.
So very delicate, very
Yes.
elaborate.
And it's because I buy expensive stuff because if I buy like the top high-end one, I know that the mistakes will be on myself, not the gear. So I can tune myself more.
Okay.
And it's still like, everybody says it, like the team, the coach say that it's, no matter how long you shoot, every day is like different.
Wow.
Different, yeah.
Okay. And I guess that's the part where you like it so much.
I
That,
really like it,
it opens up for like endless improvement.
True.
Wow. Okay.
True.
What else are you into these days besides archery?
My hobby right now that I want to talk about is archery and bouldering.
Bouldering. Okay. And what is that?
It's like plastic climbing.
Plastic climbing.
It's like rock climbing.
Like rock climbing.
Rock climbing, but
Yeah,
like
but not real rock, of course.
whatever, yep.
Okay.
So it's like not top rope stuff. No rope. Bouldering is like climbing with a soft pad downstairs, and then you just climb it for like 3 to 4 meters. When you enter one route, you just come down.
Okay.
So every route is a problem. It's called a problem. So you need to solve it, improve it, solve it. And it's like a total body workout.
Yeah.
So I love it.
Yeah. I kind of see the pattern of like what you like now, right now.
True.
Right.
True.
Cool. All right. So would you recommend bouldering for everybody?
I recommend for people who wanted to work out a lot, but have a lot of patience and pain tolerance. Because you will hurt yourself for sure.
Okay.
You will hurt yourself for sure.
All right. But do you have like the safety cable on too? Or?
Nope.
No.
The
Okay.
bouldering got no rope, got no safety. You need to
okay.
learn how to fall down. You need to know when to release. You need to know when to let go.
Wow. This is so lifelike.
Yeah.
Like life. I think.
It is.
Yeah.
It is. You need to manage your time of resting. You need to plan your route. You need to plan your move.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Wow. There's a lot more to learn.
A lot more.
Yeah. Okay. The last one is when you beat a problem or a difficult feeling over.
When you beat,
Yeah, you win over something.
win over something.
Yeah.
Are you happy?
No, you
Overjoy?
not overjoy. Not go.
Oh, overcome.
Overcome. Yes.
I failed as a human being. I failed as a
You
human
got
being.
1 point for trying. Okay, so what is something that you've overcome that you're most proud of? Like your biggest bomb or complex in life that, now I'm over it. I beat that.
My hope from 2 years ago.
Yeah?
For real. Yeah. I think I learned to like live with it right now. Not to like depress with it a lot. And then there's a lot of like risky stuff I'm doing right now on my own when I'm a solo artist. So it's like there's a lot of like things to overcome, thing to like plan very carefully. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So last but not least,
Sure.
of course, we're talking overhope. So do you think is it better to overhope, meaning get your hopes up and risk disappointment no matter what, or underhope, meaning like stay realistic and keep yourself away from like getting hurt?
I think the people who can live very good at under hoping should be over hope first. Because
okay.
if you do not know the risk, the dangers of over hoping, you will not know how to manage your hope.
Ah.
So I think living with under hope right now is better.
Okay. All right. Okay. So manage your hope. I like that.
Manage your hope.
Yeah. Okay. What would be your one most important message that you want to say to your fan right now who's watching?
To my fans right now, I'm
Yeah.
watching.
About you, about your work, about your song, about anything at all that you observe in life right now.
So right now, I feel like everything has going smoothly for me, and I hope will be better for them. I'm releasing this song. I'm releasing this album because I'm showing more of the human emotions that maybe you guys feel it, some fans feel it, some people feel it, and I hope that my song will speak to you guys of how you can love yourself more. You can explore this feeling so you know yourself more. You will love yourself more. You will manage your emotions more. So I hope you guys find your peace and we will see you at our paradise.
Oh, great message.
Thank you very much.
Okay, so right after this Overhoped single, which is the second single,
Yep.
what's the next plan?
So I'm releasing the album next.
Okay.
Yep. From the I released the song Why first because it breaks my fans' expectation. So I need to like tell the background. We have more time, right? Do we have time?
Yeah.
Okay.
Please.
So like I'm choosing the word over into my new stage name because a lot of like in our society people judge by the looks and the name. If I've been in the industry for quite a while, if they say Porsche Sivakorn, they will have image of me or like a judgment of me before listen to my song. If I released the song Why by Porsche Sivakorn first, they'll be like, some people will listen to it, my fans will listen to it, but some like people will be like Porsche Sivakorn ที่เป็นนักแสดงมาก่อนPorsche Sivakorn ที่นักแสดงคนนี้นี่หว่าไม่อยากฟังอะไรอย่างเงี้ยthey're that kind of people. So like we talk to the team, we find a solution together that the song Why, I want to break the expectation. I will not rap, I will not make a fast song. I will release it anonymously for people. So like my fans will know it's my voice, but like many other people will not know it's me. It's the new artist.
Yeah.
SVRN, who's that? Sovereign, who's that? So like it's kind of like
fresh and brand new.
Yeah, fresh and brand new. It's like psychological stuff too because you don't know who this guy was. So we'll try to listen first.
Yeah.
So you guys will like it or not, it's okay. You listen to it already. This song, yeah. So that's why we released Why first, and then that's why I use the word Sovereign as my main name right now. And the song Overhoped, we plan it to be the title track of the album. So you listen to it, right? This song will be the mood for the whole album.
Whoa.
They will like almost every mood and the album, you hear it in this song already.
Yeah.
So it's like mood setter, appetizer.
Yeah. And from that, I already know that I will love this album.
Oh, thank you very much.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Other plan for the rest of 2026 for you?
For 2026,
out of the music thing?
I hope I get more chance at acting and stuff. Because I just played in a show called My Dearest Assassin in Netflix.
Yeah.
Very hard. Very, very hard.
Right.
But so enjoyable that I really want another role in the movie that challenges me more.
Okay. Yeah, and I'm sure the fans can't wait either.
Oh.
All right.
Oh, and more. If I release more song, I want to come here more.
Oh, okay. Please come back. You're always welcome on
Thank you very
KMD.
much.
All right. So I really enjoy myself today, and I think you're a great guy, and
thank you
I
very much.
love your song. So yeah, just please go follow him if you haven't already, and just keep your ears open for the next songs or the full album from Sovereign. So I asked this from all of my guests for them to give us some of their most favorite words alright คำนี้ดีของ Sovereign คือคำว่าอะไรครับ you can choose like in Thai in English in Spanish if you want could be a single word could be a phrase you have many in your head right
Yes,
yeah
a lot
okay.
of word.
right
I'm auditioning the word in my head. I think there's a phrase that I learned it and then I think it's good. It's from Buddhism too, and it works with most people, I think. Find your peace, not your happiness.
okay and have you found your peace
Trying to find my peace,
okay
but like getting closer and closer.
all right that's great news good for you and thank you so much
Thank you so much for coming.
ขอบคุณมากครับ
For interviewing me. Oh my God.
yeah please come back
I will.
all right